So there are a few things that I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how you can post, how you can update the post, how you can add in a user, how the user can update their profile, how they can make a password, and then it's required to repeat the passwords so that they have made no mistake. And I'm gonna show you some pre-filled inputs for the WhatsApp feature. So when somebody is making a new post and they edit the telephone number, they will directly be able to see the WhatsApp number on the single post. So this is the WhatsApp number for this particular customer, and he has or she has uploaded directly from the front end. Now I'm not going to discover the bidding site where you can make bids and remove your bid, because this is all already made in the previous tutorial. And later on I'm going to show you, of course, the customizing for the maps and that kind of thing. But first things first, so let's just start it. So I have here the forms, 4 forms. So the first one is to register a new user. And this is the particular form that we are going to use. The only thing that you have to do is just put in the name fields, the email, and then this is the telephone number, or in this case the WhatsApp number, and the passwords. First thing what I have done is grab the Fluent Form phone. So then it's pre-filled and they don't have to fill it in time after time. And this code, this token, we are going to use them in all the forms. So this came from Fluent CRM, but if you go to the documentation, then you can also customize it with the WordPress default tokens or the advanced custom field tokens. And you can read it here in the documentation. It's super easy. Then what you want to do is let them confirm their subscription. So you send them an email and you can customize it a little bit. If you click in here, this button, then you can customize it. Just toggle it on and select for the email fields what you have made in that particular form field. So enable this and just fill in out the details. And of course you can make your own text confirmation and that kind of things, if this is not important for this tutorial. So the email comes when you go into the editor from, of course, the email fields. Then you have to add in the user registration or update integration, and you do that in here with marketing and CRM integrations. If you can see here, this is the user registration. Just grab the meta fields from, or the tokens from the fields, so you can see them in here and choose what you want them to be. So in this case is subscriber. You can also, of course, auto login. don't submit the form if the user already exists in the database. So prevent that they have subscribed 2 times. This form is just a copy of the registration form. There is just one little difference. And it's update. Then you have to check all the fields once again. But when you see the passwords, then you have to fill in one password, and the other one is the confirmation passwords. So it's 2 times. Now, you must be aware when you are in the fields that you must make it required, both of them. And one important thing is also that the user must be registered before they can do any action. So keep that in mind. Required the user to be logged in. Otherwise, the confirmation of the passwords won't appear. So it has no effect whatsoever when you don't toggle it on. That's the reason why when you're trying it out and it doesn't work, this is the reason. And this is the field for the posting. So you have made all the fields, the title of your post, the description, the future image, and so on and so on. And once again, we have added the Fluent Form token in here to be pre-filled. So when we are going here to the advanced option and to the default value, then it's the token Fluent CRM phone. And that is of course what we've grabbed from the documentation. One thing what you have to do, or another thing what you have to do in the WhatsApp number is using the custom mask. So you go into the input fields and then you use the custom mask. Now this is a little bit tricky because what you have to do is fill in the WhatsApp link, and the last one stands for the land code where you are living. So I'm living in the Netherlands, so this is the land code of the Netherlands, but in your country it's a different one. This is just to make sure that they fill in the right details. So this is the telephone number from them, and every zero stands for a number. So when you are embedding, in this case, 8 zeros, then it can only fill in 8 numbers. And 06, that is the mobile. Sorry, I had to refresh the page because, as you can see, it's this number for the Netherlands. And make it required. Check on clear if it doesn't match. So we're going once again to the post feeds. and just make sure that it's a new post and fill in the details. The post title came from post title, the post content came from the fields from the editor. When you go into the editor, form the post contents and just mapping all the advanced custom fields because you have made field groups in advanced custom fields, and just check them all. If it doesn't work properly, then you have to make sure that you have an hidden fields. And when you have the hidden fields, then just choose for embed post permalink. And you must do it in the when the first time they're publishing it, but also when they update the post. When we go into all the forms, once again, you can see that the update post is just a copy of the publishing post. And in here, I have the same default value embed post permalink. One thing that I want to mention with the forms and the passwords, when you see here the passwords and you go to advanced, then it sets a name attribute, but the second password, the confirmation password, has a different one. So make sure that they are unique. And this is for user updates, but with the user registration, the attributes must be the same as it has been filled in this form. So it doesn't change. The only thing that changes is the name attributes for the two passwords. So we have made the WhatsApp, and then we go into Elementor and we're choosing for an icon, edit icon, and the only thing that you have to do is click on the wheel and open it in a new window. Let's make another icon. So click on the wheel, open a new window, then go into the dynamic tasks, and then choose just for the advanced custom. So it's an advanced custom URL field and then for email. So in this case, the name was WhatsApp. So this was the name, and this was the name fields that we are using in here. Now I have also made address, and that is for when you want to use the map. So this is the map, and with advanced custom field I used address. You have to grab the keys, the AP keys from Google Maps, and I already made a tutorial about that, how you can do that. So watch that tutorial if you want to know how it works. But where you must be aware for is that you must go to the settings from advanced custom fields and adding there the map token, and also in the jet engine. So once again, you have to see the video in the previous tutorial. Actually, you don't have to do it in advanced custom fields, only in jet engine and in the fluent form settings. There you must also make able the AP key from Google. And when you are with the forms, and for example by updating the posts or publishing the post, it's the same thing. Then you can see here the address, and then you see able autocomplete with Google Maps. Otherwise you won't see it if you don't activate the AP code from Google. And then enable map in Google Maps, and there is no advanced options needed, but the only thing that you have to do is make sure that the auto map is needed. You can choose for on page loads, on click, and you can also use the default country. So yeah, I think that we have done with this tutorial, and I'd like to see you the next time. So now that your subscribers can only post when they are logged in, and they have registered, they have confirmed the email. Then what you want to do is that they also can delete the post. So I made another page, and I just called it your account in Dutch, and I made a tab with Elementor with the different tabs. So this is the registration form, this is the new publication when they want to publish something, this is to customize or just add in their publication and make some changes. This is these are the details of the customer, so that they can customize it, and of course they can log in. But in this case they're already logged in, so just make a new publication, and we call it as usual YouTube tests, and this is the blah blah text, and just choose a picture from, and then you can see we fill out the number because the auto registration is not yet activated, because this particular account is not connected with Fluent Form. Just a random number, and you can see when I want to type in more, it won't work. It's just stay as it is. So we just make another, and let's just publish it, and it gives an error because this email is already registered. Maybe it doesn't. Oh great, it doesn't, so I have to fix that, but that's for later on. So we have our publication, and just refresh the page, and you can also do it auto refreshing. As you can see here, this is the particular post that we have made, and we can customize it, but we also can delete it. So this is only for this customer, and when you see another customer, in this case is the administrator, and when we view the page, then you see the other posts. So this is Mika and Marco, and this is the post from this particular customer. I have to cache the site because there is too much data. It's just test site, so it doesn't work so properly. And when we go into this particular post type, then you can see that it's been added. Don't look at the looks because it's not so good, and also the login is not what you want to have here, the WordPress. But that is not for this tutorial. Going to our accounts, you're gonna delete it, and as you can see, it's deleted, and it's also gone with the WordPress, with the whole website itself. Super easy to do, just like many things. The only thing that you have to do is to know it. So when you go into the listings and you make another listing, and you go into the listing, you make a new listing, and you customize it with Elementor, and then of course you choose the post type when you make the listing. So the particular post type that you have made, you must check that, and then you just use the delete button and just use the permalink and delete the posts, and then redirect it to the account page. And when you are on the account page, then you have to embed it where you want to have it. I'm not going to show you that in details. And then the post query arguments are, no, let's see, let's refresh the page. We have to query it out a little bit. So we have to use the dynamic. So the post and author is post and author queries, publish, and the current user. That's the only thing that you have to do, is the current user. And make sure that this is only for the logged in users, so you got to filter it out with the dynamic functionality and only show it when the user is logged in. Yeah, that's it. So I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.